Leo here, joined by Sarah. Sarah, we have analyzed this specific fixture through 10,000 rigorous AI simulations. Is the complete lack of any head-to-head history between these teams creating chaos?
It really is, Leo. With no prior data, our models weigh New Zealand's possession structure against Egypt's rigid defensive 4-3-3. Let's dive deep into this Group G clash.
Sarah, we are seeing a massive clash of philosophies on the touchline today. How does Baisley expect to break down this block?
Leo, it is all about control. Baisley wants to play out from the back, but Hossam Hassan's side is built for discipline. He prefers a compact 4-3-3 that essentially traps the opponent.
Chris Wood is the focal point for the all-whites, Sarah. Can he handle the Egyptian center backs?
That is the question, Leo. Wood provides the aerial target, but keep an eye on Omar Marmoush. His pace in transition is exactly what Egypt needs to exploit the space behind the New Zealand defensive line today.
It's a very tactical start, Sarah. New Zealand seems comfortable keeping the ball in these early minutes.
They are, Leo, but look at the passing lines. They are hitting 82% accuracy, trying to draw the Egyptians out. However, the simulation shows Egypt is perfectly content letting them have that possession, while waiting for a single mistake.
Oh, wow, Sarah! That was lightning quick! Egypt breaks the deadlock!
Precisely what I feared for them, Leo. That was Omar Marmoush finishing a clinical counterattack down the left flank. New Zealand pushed up, got caught out of position, and the Pharaohs capitalized immediately with lethal speed. The plan is working perfectly for Hassan.
And they are back in it! Chris Wood finds the equalizer!
A massive header, Leo. It came right from a corner kick. The simulation highlighted his aerial prowess, and he absolutely delivered there. It changes the dynamic of the game completely just before the halftime break, forcing Egypt to reassess their defensive posture.
That was a cynical challenge, Sarah. Higazi knows he had to stop that run.
A classic professional foul, Leo. New Zealand was on a dangerous breakaway. It's the defensive discipline we expected from Egypt. They would rather take the booking than risk the defensive line being breached before the whistle blows for half-time.
Baisley is rolling the dice, Sarah! He is bringing on Ben Old for Sarpreet Singh!
It is a calculated move, Leo. The midfield is getting tired, and he needs those fresh legs to maintain the pressure. The simulation suggested that if New Zealand wants to find a winner, they need more mobility in those half spaces.
Ouch! That's a heavy tackle on Mohamed Salah. Stamanic is getting the card there.
He came in way too hard, Leo. In a high-stakes transition like this, you cannot afford that recklessness. It's frustration creeping into the New Zealand game, which is exactly the kind of volatility Egypt loves to exploit.
Trezeguet, what a finish! Egypt takes the lead late!
Pure quality, Leo. A low, drilled shot from the edge of the box right into that far corner. New Zealand pushed too many bodies forward, leaving spaces in behind, and Egypt punished them exactly as our data predicted. That's a massive blow.
Tyler Bindon is arguing with the ref, and the clock is ticking down!
Tempers are boiling over, Leo. The New Zealand players are desperate, but Egypt is employing every trick in the book now. Time wasting, holding the ball. The pressure of this World Cup opener is clearly getting to them.
Sarah, the final whistle blows. A 1-2 loss for New Zealand. How do the numbers explain this?
It was an efficiency clinic, Leo. Egypt managed 1.8 expected goals from just 12 shots, compared to New Zealand's 1.2 xG from 10 shots. Despite New Zealand having 54% possession, Egypt's direct, clinical attacking style ultimately decided the game's outcome.
A tough pill to swallow for the all-whites, but they fought until the very end. Sarah, what is the biggest takeaway here?
Experience, Leo. Egypt's tactical discipline, especially in those closing moments, proved why they are favourites in this setup. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive analysis.